Ooh, I'm late. I'm sorry. Hey guys, how you doing? Put ones in the chat if you're ready for this. My bad. I got my Christmas tree up. Holla. And y'all know with this last song what it means. Go grab your drinks, snacks, whatever. We're not going to watch this whole thing. This whole thing is 3 hours and 40 minutes, but we're going to watch a good chunk of it. So grab everything you need now. As soon as I can find the song. There we go. Starting now.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's name, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. Live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed, baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad.
What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing? All right, so I'm gonna give y'all some news. All right, first, I'm gonna try to stream for all 25 days of Christmas till Christmas. Okay, there's that. And that includes my birthday on the 23rd, where I will be. Oh, God, I don't even want to say it. I'm going to be 47 years old. Oh, God. It's happening. 23rd this month. And I might do some drinking on that stream. But in order for me to do drinking on that stream, I'm going to need some people up here with me to keep me in check. So. Might. Don't know yet. Don't get your hopes up. Second, I am looking to change my time slot, okay? And most people hit 8 o'clock, said 8 o'clock was a good time for them. It's starting to become a traffic jam. So I don't know if I don't know. Me and Chris are talking about maybe doing a show during the day, like over on his channel or something. I might be doing shows during the day. I don't know. It's starting to get a traffic jam. Oh, yours is on New Year's Eve. Okay, Dark Mage. So I don't know, but I will keep y'all posted on that. Third, the prodigal daughter has returned. Lav Loon returned today. Okay, I got a very enthusiastic message about that today. And, but her playback is behind a paywall. Well, Chud Logic was actually reacting to it as it was happening. So I'm hoping he uploads that, or I can just play it off of his Twitch. So we're going to be watching that because she said some crazy stuff. And prodigal daughter, I mean Lavloon, aka her name is Femoid now or something. Yeah, she's gone off the wall. So yeah, exactly, Rylan. So we're probably gonna take a look at that maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. I have that Bo Blacks video that I want to do. But yeah. But I'm looking at changing up my time. I just don't know what time I'm changing up to, but I will let y'all know. Yeah, Nick was the one who told me about it, Maggot. So, yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? Are we doing good? I haven't been in the best of moods today. Trying to be in a good mood for y'all, but I don't know. It's waning. What's up, Spicy? Today was a long day, and let me tell you something. Mr. Kanye West did not help in that either. It was like, dude, what? When you make Mr. The Water is Turning the Frogs gay, when you make him look sane, something is wrong. That's all I'm going to say. When you make Alex Jones look like the sane person in the room, there is something wrong. Tetra, you don't know what... Oh, Tetra. Just real quick, Ye went to InfoWars, and it was a thing. That's the only thing I can tell you. It was a thing. Yeah, it was a distraction, all right. But... Yes. Whew. Good old Kanye. All right, so what we are watching tonight it's called I'm Being Interrogated About My Destiny Investigation. And apparently these are orbiters of Mrgirl. Even to the point, one of the orbiters, I guess he has a sign behind him, or no, I'm sorry, it's not a sign behind him. But he has like, you know how I have my Xylie Star? No, wrong one. No, wrong one. What are you doing? Okay, you know how I got my Xylie Star, like Xylie Gets Real right there? He has something like that where it says like free Mrgirl or unbanned Mrgirl. Like he loves him some Mrgirl, all right? Well, the orbiters decided to get together and basically tell Mrgirl, you need to stop. You know it, Dark Mage. We're all about the Mrgirl dumbness over here. So, yeah. Oh, let me go up a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be this guy right here who loves Mrgirl. He even has a TV behind him like Mrgirl does. All right, let's go. I got it on 1.25, by the way.
I will not be.
I might. Maybe
Okay.
I'm actually looking at my own chat right now.
Okay. Wow. Oh, please fix the echo.
Yeah, the echo's horrible.
Regarding that.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? And I don't have a lot of questions like this. Anyone can be made to look like a monster with enough access to personal information and digging.
Agreed.
Okay, good. Can you differentiate between what you're doing and stalking?
The only thing you need to know, Trey, is this person, bad guy. This is a bad guy. Some would say he's a pedo, which I totally understand because he does not refute that claim, except for when he was talking to Zerka. He doesn't refute the claim that he's a pedo. He's the one that thinks the Cuties Girls was hot, and he hates women, and he practically psychologically and emotionally abuses his girlfriend that we actually see in videos. So, yes, Mrgirl said Cuties was sexy.
I think stalking is when you obsessively want access to someone, and despite being told no, repeatedly try to gain that access.
Isn't that what Mrgirl is doing in Destiny? Just asking. I mean, you've already tried to talk to like 20-some people. Just saying.
And how are you not doing that?
I had access to Steven, and I stopped working with. I'm doing the opposite of that. I have left working with him, but I mean, between the two of us, we've done enough things that our personal relationship is destroyed. So I have relinquished all access to Steven.
Okay, but you're accessing people in his life.
Yeah, not as a means to gain access to him.
Oh, and FYI, Mrgirl even tried to get in contact with Milena. Destiny's wife. Destiny made a joke on one of his streams that he called his ex-wife or his baby mama, and see if he's tried to get in contact with his son, because he's literally going after everyone. It's crazy.
That were to talk to him. It's to write about him.
Okay, and that you would say is different than stalking.
I would say that's different from stalking. I think stalking is usually... Yeah.
Can I interject?
Sure.
I think the heart of the question is essentially that you're not that you're following Destiny around, but that you are asking all of these people about him because you have an obsession with him and his behavior, and
That's not wrong.
that's what people are talking about when they say that you're stalking him.
Oh, I see. I have an obsession with him.
You're certainly fixated on the subject.
I guess. I mean, I think that's part of like writing an article about something.
No,
You're fixated on
no,
it.
no,
I guess I reject the characterization of fixation and obsession. Like, it's a project I'm doing. I'll do the project to the best of my ability, and then I'll do something else.
So you're saying that it's possible to be fixated without it being stalking?
Do you think I was stalking Dr. K? Like, yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying that he did ask Destiny's baby mama or went for the son. Destiny was joking. He's expecting that to happen. He was joking. It didn't happen. Oh my God. Do not take what I said serious. I said Destiny was joking. What's up, Joe Man? Just to let y'all know, okay? Are we clear on that? Put a 1 in the chat if we're clear that Destiny was joking about Mrgirl contacting the baby mama, that he's half expecting it. Okay. Thank you. All right. I just wanted to make sure, because y'all getting squirrel moments, and before you know it, you're talking about something totally different than what's going on in the chat. And if you put anything besides 1, I'm ignoring you.
And like, I watched a ton of his stuff. I tried to interview anybody who would talk to me. With Dr. K, nobody would respond to me. I tried to interview people around him with knowledge of his, what he did, so I could write about the ethics of his behavior, or make a video about it. I did that and then moved on. I don't feel while this is more personal, as I'm counting myself among the victims, I don't agree with the characterization of me as fixated or obsessed.
A victim of what? That DGG didn't like you because they didn't give you as much grace as Destiny did? What? How is he a victim? A victim of what? Hey, Sin, I am 100% with you on that one. His voice drives me insane. And I know, because I have a bad voice. I don't know how y'all sit in this damn chat and listen to me. All right? My voice is horrible. But I can say at least my voice is better than Mrgirl. Just saying.
Okay. This isn't the only question along these lines. I'm asking many questions about the ethics of what you're doing. So it's going to get very hammered out. And so I'm not trying to pin you as a stalker. I'm giving you opportunity to differentiate and try to explain where you are and how people see you, and try to...
I'll form my own opinions of what you're doing. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh!
That's fair.
Okay.
I just don't... Okay, that's fair. So it's going to get very hammered out. And so I'm not trying to pin you as a stalker. I'm giving you opportunity to differentiate and try to explain where you are and how people see you, and try to...
I'll form my own opinions of what you're doing. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Notice how he's talking different than when he was talking to Zerka. Remember how when that conversation he had with Zerka, he was much more mild-mannered. He was much more like a normal person. But these are his orbiters, so he's going to be much different. Just saying.
That's fair.
Okay.
I just don't... Okay, that's fair. Can you differentiate between what...
Wait, can I just hammer in on that just a little bit more, because I don't want this to come across as softball questions from Mrgirl dick riders. One of the differences between the Dr. K situation and the Destiny situation is that, and a lot of people would actually say that maybe you were harassing or you were obsessed with Dr. K, but one of the differences is that with Dr. K you were kind of talking about just his personal work and what he was showing on stream, whereas with Destiny you're going behind the scenes and contacting people, not only about his personal relationships but his sexual relationships.
Yep.
And that
Yep.
adds another layer of intensity that makes it feel to some people like you're a stalker.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Do you acknowledge how that could be problematic for some people and how they could think of you as a stalker because of that?
No, I don't. No, I don't acknowledge that. I think that if the
Of course he doesn't.
if the investigation,
Because if he acknowledges it, if he acknowledges it, then to him he's given in that yes, I am stalking. That's why.
is about how he treats people interpersonally, then of course I'm going to ask people questions about how he treats them interpersonally.
Raina, that's why we're watching this, because I can't stand him either.
Can you differentiate between what you're doing and making a hit piece like the one Sick made about Leah?
Exactly, Trey.
Because that's a scary thing, and there's
A hit
definitely
piece?
similarities.
Okay, Leah is Lav Loon, all right? So we're going to go back and listen to that again. Leah is Lav Loon, a.k.a. she's now Femoid. She's the prodigal daughter.
Treats people interpersonally, then of course I'm going to ask people questions about how he treats them interpersonally.
Okay. Can you differentiate
Thank you,
between what
Undead.
you're doing and making a hit piece like the one Sick made about Leah?
Oh, we need to watch that too.
Because that's a scary thing, and there's
A hit
definitely
piece?
similarities, and that's scary to people.
The similarities being that I am gathering information and I'm going to present it as a criticism of this person.
Yes.
I think one would be maliciousness. Stephen himself just said on stream an hour ago that he doesn't think I'm being malicious.
And Destiny is crazy because I think you're absolutely being malicious and you're doing it for a reason. You're doing this for a reason. To not be, no, you're being, I think he is being malicious. I think Destiny's crazy for saying he's not being malicious.
Or vindictive, that he thinks that I believe that I am on a holy crusade.
Yes, Toots, 100%.
I haven't watched the hit piece on Lav, but I suspect that it does not come across as a
Hey,
act
KH.
of good that Sick believed he was doing. A certain level of professionalism and decorum. Like I'm not. Stephen has said also that I know secrets about him that I have not divulged and will not divulge because I'm not trying to smear him or make him look bad. I'm not trying to throw everything. It's not really about him.
Wait,
It's about.
you say he's an abuser. You say you are a victim of him, but you're not trying to smear him. Somebody, please make that make sense. Please make that make sense. He's not trying to smear him, but he's out there trying to find where he has abused people. Someone make that make sense. That makes no goddamn sense. I mean, what?
About how his behavior has affected the people around him. It's not really about trying to like pick him apart and expose him or something. It's about.
Did you make? Go ahead.
Oh, I would say that the focus is about trying to lay out whether this is an abusive system that he has created and that he is running, and how he has treated people within that system. And
Did
so
you make an
there's,
alt account? Oh, sorry.
there's going to be some overlap for sure on characterizations, ways you could characterize those two things. I suspect that what I end up writing may well make Stephen look bad, but that's not the point. I don't hate him.
That's
I'm not trying to
smearing
hurt
him.
Okay.
I'm trying to do the right thing.
Can you understand how
I don't think he hates Destiny either. I think he loves Destiny. I think he treated Destiny like Destiny was his daddy. And he is really mad that his daddy didn't stick up for him. That's what it boils down to. He's mad that Daddy Destiny didn't stick up for him.
first thing I said was I think that you're emboldening people to act maliciously when you're not making that distinction, though. Because if you don't make that distinction very clear, then people's takeaway is that it's an appropriate behavior to just start investigating someone, digging up dirt. I think you really need to nail down. I think it would be irresponsible for you to not nail down exactly what the.
Tetra, he was an orbiter of Destiny. He would go on Destiny stream. He used to have a YouTube. Used to have 2 YouTube channels. Now he's on his own network, which is backed by Destiny. Destiny can pull the plug on it at any time. And he uploads his videos on Rumble, what we're on right now.
No, I think it's
boundaries and limitations.
I don't agree. I think it's totally fine to investigate anybody that you think is behaving improperly. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Especially if everybody involved is a public figure, and especially if you're doing it privately. Like I'm not
That's not necessarily a full answer to my question, or a full response to what I was actually saying.
that I'm emboldening people to dig up dirt on each other.
No, yes, because what you just said was you think if someone's acting irresponsibly or something, then you should be able to investigate. You think someone's doing something bad, you should be able to investigate that.
Yeah.
Which I think you should. Here's a good place where you.
I think it's a combination, Trey. I think one, he wants attention because he lost all his YouTube. That was his main income. I think it's for attention because if you go after Destiny, a lot of eyes are going to be on you. You're going to get a lot of replay on your videos, hence the reason we're watching this. 2, I think he wants to get back at Destiny. So I think it's attention and revenge. And it all started because Destiny subreddit didn't like Mrgirl. That's what it all started. It all started because Destiny subreddit didn't like Mrgirl. They banned him, and Destiny was like, okay.
You could distinguish. You think someone is a bad person, and then you dig up anything on them, just anything. So you have an actual objective in mind, and I think that you need to define those boundaries of your objective and how you can justify.
I think the ethical question would be in how I present the information, not how not who I ask about it. All the people I've reached out to
are a way that you could get the info.
Well, sure, but I don't think. I mean, I guess
what
people
really
are saying.
About is like what exactly?
So time for a new,
if you have specific
new question. Okay.
No, same question. Do you what exactly are the limits that you've put for yourself?
What were you talking about? An alt account?
Yeah. Did you?
No. Wait, hold on.
All right, I will leave if you do things like bring up. Do you have an alt account? Oh, never mind. That's not my question right now. I will leave. I swear to fucking God.
Wait.
I will self-destruct.
Wait, no. I need to moderate.
I think Benny's trying to moderate. If we could let Bonnie moderate.
Sure.
Will was trying to ask a question about the alt account, but you weren't finished saying what you were saying.
I know
you
that.
Can't now make him talk about something. He wants to talk about something else. If he wants to.
We need to know that once you say the word alt account, that's next for me.
Yeah,
I will not talk about anything else.
That's fair.
I want to it's fine. It's not a big deal. So I was just curious. Like I saw there was like
question about the alt account right now.
Thank you.
They got under his skin with that one.
Appreciate it. So I just saw that there was like a weird rumor on Destiny subreddit that like maybe you made an alt account or you used an alt account to contact Brittany Simon. Did you do that?
I used an alternate Twitter account to DM Brittany Simon because she blocked my main account, yeah.
Do you feel like that might be overstepping your boundaries when it comes to like trying to investigate since she did ban your primary account?
No.
Block it?
No.
She obviously don't want to talk to you if she's got you blocked. So yes, that is stepping a boundary of creating an alt account to talk to her. Just saying.
What exactly would you define as a boundary with which that you would not cross for this investigation?
I don't know how to answer that question.
All right,
I would like
continue.
Well,
can I continue?
Hold on,
because I have questions along those lines.
Sure.
I have a lot along those lines. Okay. What steps can you take to ensure that you're handling contacts and private information responsibly?
I don't tell people who I've talked to. Nobody knows who I've talked to.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Well, I don't understand the question. What steps?
Oh yeah. Just what are some, like, that was a good example of a rule you've got for yourself.
Yeah, protect my sources.
Protect your sources.
Yeah.
Are you giving everybody an opportunity to be off the record or on the record? I've noticed that in some of these leaks. Is that something that's across the board?
Does everybody have the opportunity to be off the record?
Yeah, with you.
Almost everybody. Yeah.
Could you give an example of a reason why that would not be the case?
No. I wouldn't trick them. I would say anything you say to me is going to be on the record. I'm not. There are
Okay.
some people I'm probably not willing to have an off the record conversation with. For the most part, everybody has an opportunity to be off the record. Yeah.
Okay, but you will tell them. Okay.
Oh. Oh. He wants you to think he's scary. I firmly believe that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Even his own orbiters are like, dude, what are you doing?
Would you ever leak information that is defamatory and makes Destiny look bad but doesn't support your accusations of abuse? Or are you willing to dig up any dirt you can find?
No, I would never do that.
Okay. That's like an example of what I was saying. That's a line in the sand that I think needs to be made clear. Is any lie...
But again, do we agree that Destiny just said on stream that he doesn't think I am out to hurt him? Like, he just said that to you guys, right?
Look, just because Destiny is saying that, it doesn't mean everybody else believes it, okay? Listen, we don't... I can talk about myself personally. Destiny is not the end-all, be-all. I do not always agree with Destiny. I didn't agree with Destiny letting you hang on for a year and a half. I didn't agree with that. Okay? So just because Destiny is saying that you're not trying to be malicious, I don't agree with Destiny on that. I think you're 100% trying to be malicious. Because if you weren't trying to be malicious, you wouldn't be going through and talking to God only knows how many people now, or trying to contact how many people to get dirt on him to put in a fucking article. Like, what? Toots McGee for 2. I almost wish you would put your face over this. Nope.
He doesn't think
Thank you for the 2.
intentionally trying to hurt him. He doesn't
Okay,
think
I'm just confused. I don't think I'm intentionally trying to hurt him, and he doesn't think I'm intentionally trying to hurt him. So I'm confused. So a lot of people might think that. I just want to point out that the two people probably most concerned with it both agree. The adversaries in the situation both agree that I am not intentionally trying to hurt him, and that if I were, I'd probably be behaving pretty differently. He gave a bunch of examples of what I would do if I were trying to harm him, right? I'm not doing any of those things.
Right. Sure. You
What's
also
up,
do
Nikki?
both agree that you might hurt him in the process.
I think it's extremely likely that I don't think it's going to help him. I think if I'm writing an article about how I personally think he's abusive, right?
That's malicious! What part of you're not being malicious when you... This man, I swear to God, this man right here, this man drives me crazy to no end. He literally says one thing, but says the absolute opposite, and we're supposed to go, yeah, that's not malicious, but you think it's going to hurt him? The fuck? What? Yes, a lot of people were warning Destiny about Mrgirl, yes.
Based on his interactions with me and the people I've seen. So an essay about how I think he's abusive.
And then the dumbass Mrgirl, people who love Mrgirl, they eat this shit up. Oh, it's not malicious. It's not malicious. He's just trying to, Destiny is an abuser, but it's not malicious. They're dumb as fuck too.
Even if no one else joined me in this effort, of course, would either, it could be construed as hurting him. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Can I ask? Can I say something on these lines? Is that okay, Benny?
Yeah.
Moderator. Oh, Benny's muted. I guess so.
I said yeah.
A lot of people. I've even pointed out things that Destiny has said.
Okay, the guy talking now, I know Stardust interviewed him, but it's Stardust, and I haven't watched it yet. But she actually has a VOD of, it was like called Talking to the Most Sane Mrgirl Orbiter or Mrgirl Fan. And it's Stardust, and I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if I am, but she did talk to him.
To your credit, they don't accept it. And if the purpose of this is to show the broader communities what you're saying about these things, if we have what Destiny's saying and what you're saying on it, and we kind of hammer it, it's to get the information out there. It's not just for us. Like, I think we understand what you're saying and what Destiny is saying. If it's the same, it matches. There's a lot of people that are going to push this narrative that that's not the case.
I'm pushing back against the narrative by pointing out that the person that you're supposedly trying to protect doesn't even think this is happening. That's all.
I gotcha.
Okay, that's just confusing. Is any lie that you catch in this investigation fair game? What is fair game?
Is any lie fair game for what?
In your investigation.
To write about?
Yes.
I'm not. The investigation is not an investigation of just people lying about stuff. It's
Okay.
the question is Stephen abusive? Is Stephen abusing his power?
All right. And all information going towards the article is going to be pertinent to that.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question, if possible, towards those lines. Will you be making any anonymous accusations, like telling a story that you're not going to back up with, like,
Receipt?
a name or something that backs it up, or because you talk you
The
use
term is
a
Wait
lot
until
of-
I'm done. Wait until I'm done. Wait until I'm done. Danny?
Sure. Wait until he's done.
Okay. If you somehow found
if I uncover a murder, I'm going to report it. So, like, yes, obviously, the scope might expand, but
Yeah.
if the question is, am I going to take inconsequential things that are not relevant just to try to pepper in other little, like, bad things to make Stephen look bad? No, but it's the same question you keep asking me. Am I out to get Stephen? No.
Bullshit. Why are you lying?
Yeah, okay,
He's
so
lying his ass off.
Let's. My next question: if you somehow found evidence that Destiny, okay, this will put that to the test. If you somehow found evidence that Destiny lied on his taxes last year, would you add that to the pool of your findings?
Oh, Ginger, really?
No? Okay.
Okay.
No.
And okay, so
I don't care
What-
I don't care if Destiny cheats on his taxes.
okay, it would have to be more serious than that somehow.
It's just not. I'm just not an IRS investigator, right? Or I'm not writing it. I'm not writing for like Bloomberg or something. I'm writing a piece specifically about whether he is abusive. I think
Wait, what did you do?
he's abusive. I think he emotionally abused me, and that's what I'm writing about. So it's whether he pays his taxes or donates $100,000 to charity every year it doesn't matter. It's not
Hot
relevant.
meat kettle.
Okay.
I know
Well,
you're
if-
not
if
talking
someone
about
who's
somebody
watching you, a
emotionally
fan of
abuse
your-
you. Are you fucking serious? We've all seen those videos with you and your girlfriend, and you dare sit there like a fucking victim talking about somebody emotionally abused you? Fuck you, dude. Are you fucking serious? Of all the people who want to go around screaming emotional abuse, you want to sit there and say that shit when we've all seen your fucking videos with your girl. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Of all the people to cry emotional abuse, this motherfucker. Really?
Or a viewer is emboldened and doesn't understand what you're doing, and now has the impression that if they investigate someone and they try to dig up dirt on them, that's just good content. What would you say to that person?
If you're going to make a video or write an essay or create anything that is going to cause hardship and pain and anxiety for another human being, you need to do so ethically. You need to have a really good reason to do it. And making money, getting revenge, thinking it's funny, just shitting on people for fun, those are not good reasons.
So you didn't make money on those videos where you quite frankly emotionally and psychologically abused your girlfriend? You didn't make money off that shit? Sir, what? You didn't make money off of that advertisement you did for that real doll shit and then that fucking video you made that everybody watched because of how fucking abusive you were with it? Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's what I'd say.
Okay. How does Destiny's power and influence contribute to the ethical validity of your investigation, or does it not matter when anyone is fair game?
To abuse power, you have to have power.
Okay. So if it was just one of us in the
So basically, okay, hold on. To abuse power, you have to have power. So, Mr. Girl, you let another man have power over you? Is that what you're admitting to? That you let another man have power over you? Like what? His replies are very irritating. Like, I literally want to jump through this computer right now. I really, really want to jump through this computer right now.
This call, none of us have any power. But you.
Yeah. So
just
the thing we know publicly that I've called sexual misconduct is sexting with Anna while smearing her publicly, right? I've made that claim. If one of you guys did that, the smearing and the effect of the smearing that on Anna, on all the women in the community, on setting, being a role model for other creators, it's just so much less destructive, and you have so much less of an ability to do that. So if I knew one of you were doing it, I would probably just talk to you about it, and I would ask you to correct the record. But yeah, the power and the extremely public nature of the behavior makes it so that I think a public accounting of what has occurred is necessary in order to try to not right the wrongs, but hold him accountable.
Okay. Had Destiny not gone public to preempt you, would it have been ethical to announce this investigation before its conclusion?
He didn't have a choice but to announce it, because people were, as soon as he started, people went back to Destiny and go, yo, Destiny started getting DMs. Why is Mr. Girl contacting me? Why is Mr. Girl contacting me? He couldn't keep it secret. He couldn't, because the dumbass went to people that were going to go to Destiny. There's no way he could have kept it secret. As soon as he started, Destiny started getting DMs about it.
I don't think so. I wouldn't have done it. I don't know. I don't know if it would have been unethical. It sounds unethical. I probably would have shied away from it. Yeah, I don't know. It never occurred to me to announce the investigation until it was done anyway. So, but it doesn't sound. It sounds like the only reason to do that is to try to. Okay, the reason to do that would be to kind of plant a flag. I had a problem early on where people thought I was a spy working for Destiny. And him announcing my investigation fixed that, like, immediately, where people were like, okay, I see that you're genuine. Because, like, the first few people I reached out to, when I'm you know, people don't know me. You know, people who watch my content know me better, but even people who watch just Destiny's content, they don't understand me. So when you get a DM from me saying, like, I'm coming forward as an abuse victim of Destiny, they think, like, oh, is this a skit? Or is this a joke? Is this a lie? Is he having some kind of, like, mental breakdown? Like, they don't understand what's happening. Or is he a spy? So it might be ethical if it's done for the purpose of letting potential victims know that they should come talk to me if they want to be part of this.
Pickle. What if he planned that to intimidate Destiny, scare him or intimidate him, knowing there's something going on in the DMs? Pickle. You got to know Destiny. Destiny is one of those that he'll tell you, drop the DMs, I don't care, because I know what I said in them. Destiny don't give a fuck. Destiny does not give a fuck. Destiny is one of those that he goes, every single woman I slept with, they could drop DMs. I don't care. I don't care. Let them drop them. I don't care. Because we all know he a hoe. We all know he's a hoe. He does not give a fuck. So there is no way Mr. Girl can intimidate Destiny. Plus, Mr. Girl doesn't have a leg to stand on to intimidate anybody. He doesn't have a leg to stand on at all. And honestly, Hen actually said it right. Destiny gets off at these potentially career-ending dramas. Destiny always comes out on top. This is content. Nikki says he seems very confident that he knows what he said and that he's very careful about his words. Yes.
He fulfilled that purpose for me, so I didn't have to think about it. But yeah, that's the only reason I could see why it would be okay to do that.
Okay. As far as data acquisition, and particularly online, where there is essentially no rules, and if you can find access to information, it's technically fair game. Doxing is legal. Mm-hmm. In regards to that, is there any methods of investigation that you do not condone?
Well, I don't condone Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't condone.
Okay.
Yes, I mean I I condone. I think I had an ethical duty to Brittany Simon to allow her to give a quote or refuse to give a quote for this piece. I am going to be writing about the orbiters, and I think I have an ethical duty to every orbiter to say, "Hey, listen, I'm writing about the system. I'm writing about Destiny, and if you want to add your voice to what's happening or to this article, I'm giving you an opportunity to do so." It would feel.
Do you not notice that pretty much all the orbiters hated you? They did not like you. It was pretty much all the orbiters, except for the one dumbass that you were able to manipulate because Leah, or whatever the fuck her name is now, your daughter. She is off the fucking wall herself. But all the other orbiters, they were the ones that were telling Destiny, yo, Mrgirl, not a good dude. Not a good dude.
Wrong to me to tell this story, even just my story, which involves all these people, to tell that story without giving them a chance to do that. So that's why I did that. But no, I don't think anything is fair game as far as ethics goes.
No, Mrgirl
Like
does
if
not
you
have
had the
a
opportunity to
kid.
tap someone's phone, that would not be okay,
absolutely
right?
not.
Mrgirl calls Leah, aka Lavloon, aka now Femoid. He calls her daughter, and that she is now the daughter of him and his girlfriend. The girlfriend even drew a picture of all three of them. He adopted, and a grown ass adult adopted a grown ass adult.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. I know you were going to say absolutely not, but I think that's important for you to say.
Oh, sure. Yes, I would not tap somebody's fucking phone or hack somebody's email or anything. No, absolutely not.
It is very bizarre.
Would you create an alt account?
Would I create an alt account?
Yeah.
To trick
For
people into
investigative purposes?
He already did. He already answered that question.
There's a couple reasons I would create an alt. Yeah.
Wait, why is he asking that? He already answered that question. He created the alt account to get a hold of Brittany Simon to see if she wanted to talk because she had him blocked. Like, what? What?
I would.
Was
What
the
are those
alt
reasons?
clearly defined as you? Was it your name on it?
Wait, hold on. I want to know, what are the reasons that you would have for creating alt accounts specifically? Like, elucidate them for us.
Like if I wanted to be in Destiny's Discord server, which
Sure.
I'm banned from. If I wanted to DM Brittany Simon again, I would need to create another alt.
Is it obfuscating your investigation to ban you from communities that people don't want you to be a part of?
If they're banning me because they don't want me to investigate, then yes. If they're banning me because they don't like me, then no. That's just a side effect of banning me.
How do you tell the difference between the two?
I don't.
Do your
I don't
alt
care.
accounts have your name clearly attached to them? Or are they anonymous?
I don't have any alt accounts.
Only the one you messaged Brittany Simon with?
Oh yeah, I didn't create that account for that purpose. Okay,
in a
you know what? I have not created any alt accounts that don't have my name in them, but I might. I haven't done that yet though.
Okay, but you might. Okay,
Yeah. I reserve the right to.
okay. It's clear that you're scaring the shit out of Destiny.
Did he just try to lie and he looked really bad doing it? What's up, Presley? Did he just try to lie and look really bad while he was doing it? This mofo here. Liza Minnelli lies. Yes. Oh.
And that's probably understandable. Do you agree that his fear is reasonable?
I can't answer that.
Okay. Would you
I
prefer
know
if
more about Destiny than you do. So there's no way
Okay.
for me to answer these questions and have my answers have the same meaning that they would if we're operating from the same knowledge set.
Okay. If you could not scare him, would you prefer to not scare him?
Yes, I don't want to
Yeah.
scare him. I don't want to cause him emotional distress. Period. Because I still care about his well-being, but at the same time,
But yet you're
also-
contacting
the way
every
he's
single
reacting to being
woman that
scared
has
is,
crossed
directing quite a lot of
his
harassment at me,
graces. Are you what?
intentionally or not.
What? He is contacting every single woman that has ever been in his Discord. He is contacting every single woman that has ever been an orbiter of Destiny, whether he slept with them or not. Now, what? Oh my God, he's so full of shit.
He smeared me as like a rapist, mind controlling abuser. He said yesterday that he thinks I'm going to try to contact his kid. Like he's really going all out with the attacks, which sucks.
He's being facetious. And you called yourself a rapist in that video. You called yourself an abuser. You called yourself an abuser with that video talking about how you used to hit your first wife or your wife or your ex-wife. Okay? You show yourself as an abuser every time you're on the screen with your girlfriend. Like what? Tell me where Destiny was lying. He wasn't.
So, even for self-preservation, I wouldn't want to scare him now.
So, are you saying that there is a level of care that you are taking in your investigation on behalf of Destiny?
As much as is possible, given the circumstances that I'm trying to expose his bad behavior. But that is out of a duty of care to the people he's hurt. But yeah, I'm not trying to hurt Destiny.
Bullshit.
Okay.
I'm trying not to hurt Destiny, I would even say, but I don't want to be complicit in the system of abuse that I feel I've been complicit in. So I understand that I am hurting Destiny, but that's not my intention.
Okay. And you don't.
How did you think you weren't going to hurt
that?
him?
No.
Obviously. All right. Yeah.
No.
You mentioned that for you to empathize with Destiny while investigating would prevent you from doing the investigation.
This dude on the bottom left is driving me nuts, and I wish he would shut up and let other people talk.
Because it would lock you into his narrative, something along those lines. Do you think that your lack of empathetic attitude towards Destiny detracts from your overall mission of empathy or decreases the empathy of your audience?
I don't think so. I think when you're trying to stand up to somebody, you have to be able to look at the situation through a lens that is not empathetic towards them. That doesn't mean it should be your only lens, and you shouldn't forget that they're a person. But if you think someone's abusive, overly identifying with them and their feelings and who they are underneath, in Destiny's case, like the guarded, like I've talked about how he has like a mushy chocolate center before, right? And how I see that and I feel that and I care about him and I love him and all that stuff. An over-identification with that.
Okay, I'm telling everyone right now, if y'all ever describe me as having a mushy chocolate center or any kind of mushy center, I'm going to need y'all to step away, go to your front yard, and touch some grass. I'm just saying. I'm saying it now. Trey, shut the hell up. Just because you've known me longer than anybody in this chat, shut up.
Can lead you to not stand up for yourself. Where anytime somebody does something bad to you, you're like, well, yeah, but I see the beauty in this person. I see their vulnerability. I see why they did that. So I think in order to protect yourself, I think it's important to be able to look at them through a lens that is really identified with you and how they're affecting you or how they're affecting other people around them. I don't think that means I'm being unempathetic overall, but looking through other people's eyes is a thing you should also be able to turn off if you need to assess whether you're being treated well, especially by somebody with more power than you.
Okay. You've suggested that you need someone else to take your conclusions and then apply empathy to them. And consider Destiny's experience of the actions you consider abusive. Do you think that's an accurate read of what you've suggested?
Sorry, you're saying I said that someone else should take my conclusions and apply empathy to them?
Yes. Maybe you didn't say that. That was my read of what you said.
Okay. For what purpose? Just to be like, that somebody should care about Destiny and all this?
I believe a synthesis is necessary to paint a narrative that understands what's actually going on. You can't understand the abuse if you don't. If it truly was abuse, you couldn't understand it unless you're understanding Destiny, and you can't understand Destiny without empathizing with him. So,
I don't think that's true. I think it depends on what level of understanding you're talking about. I don't think anybody, like Harvey Weinstein, I don't think anybody's written a thorough accounting of Harvey Weinstein's psychology and what makes him do what he does. It would be interesting to read. Maybe some.
I don't care why he did what he did. He still did what he did, and he should burn in whatever afterlife he goes to. Tell you the truth, in real life too, forever. I don't care why he did what he did. He did it. Oh my God.
Somebody should do that. But I don't think if the original article is like, we're going to hold this man to account because of his abuses of power, I don't think it's appropriate for that article. However, since I have had a friendship with Destiny along with the professional relationship, I probably will talk more at least about my experience of him as like a person. But no, I think if you're holding somebody to account for abusive behavior, I don't think in that
I know how to
holding
turn
account
mine
it is
off, Midna.
necessary
I can
to
tell you that right now. I can turn
delve
mine off
into
quick.
why they did what they did.
I think that is very helpful for preventing in the future.
I
for
learned
other
how to turn
people's,
mine off.
Actions for people to learn what not to do.
Can I ask one similar, related?
Yeah.
Do you think, Max, do you think that someone making a rape accusation and then hinting at evidence and not giving it would be bad for the rape victims, given it would hurt the accuser's credibility?
Do you think it's bad for the rape victims to accuse somebody of rape, but then not provide evidence? No.
Why?
No. Because I reject the notion that my credibility is harmed by doing due diligence and presenting my evidence for whatever claims I might make. And I don't think I've made any claims that are not reliant on publicly available information.
Don't you have to have credibility first? Hara Quinn for 249. Concede Destiny Center, not anus OCD though, Mr. Empath. Oh, Hara.
I reject the idea that somebody else can make a claim. Like, why don't you just fucking talk about the real situation that we're talking about? I feel like you're making an analogy, but you're also talking about me. Is that true?
I think that everybody's softballing you questions, and I kind of just want to ask you one that's a little harder.
Well, can you make it hard because it holds my feet to the fire, not because it's sneaky or confusing?
Xylie looked at chat.
Thank you for the 249, by
Regardless
the
of
way.
whether or not the question is sneaky and confusing, I mean, I just want an honest answer to it.
I think
I don't know what I'm I reject the characterization of me as having done that. But in your hypothetical,
I think that you're hurting the credibility of the accusers by just coming forward without any kind of evidence at all, and you don't even have any, you haven't even announced any of the accusers. But basically, like, your two people you've come forward so far has been Lav and Anna, and both of these people are mentally deranged, in my opinion. It's like just the idea that you would even remotely accept their credibility, like that was enough.
Don't you ever talk
you,
about my daughter that way? Don't you
your daughter,
ever,
you
ever,
parasocial
ever,
fuck.
ever, ever talk.
Thank you. You parasocial fuck. Did you hear him? Did you hear him? Let's go. Come on.
That, but in your hypothetical,
I think that you're hurting the credibility of the accusers by just coming forward without any kind of evidence at all, and you don't even have any, you haven't even announced any of the accusers. But basically, like, your two people you've come forward so far has been Lav and Anna, and both of these people are mentally deranged, in my opinion. It's like just the idea that you would even remotely accept their credibility,
like
that
daughter,
was
though.
enough.
Don't you ever talk about my daughter that way? Don't you
your daughter,
ever,
you
ever,
parasocial
ever,
fuck.
ever talk about my daughter that way? Benny, no family insults, Benny. No family insults.
Oh my
You
God.
keep this man away from my goddamn family.
He adopted a grown-ass woman, y'all. He adopted a grown-ass woman. And I'm glad somebody finally called his ass out on it, instead of kissing his ass like the dude on the bottom left. Hell yeah, Roxy, thank you. Yes, Toots, he said, keep this man away from my goddamn family. Yes. Yes, no, not legally. He did not legally adopt her. He adopted her. Homeboy said, stay away from my family. Sir, what? Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. He won't touch her. She's above the age of 18. Just saying.
Just stop
That's not actually your daughter, so I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's not
fucking-
going to
I
stand.
definitely think that Will is being too inflammatory. I
Yep.
understand what you mean when you say people are. giving
Will is
fuck
Will is the
over-
embodiment of a
point.
quest statement. This is what I've been talking about.
Oh,
This
shut
isn't
the
a quest.
fuck
Isn't a
up, Max.
question.
You've been getting fucking easy as fuck ground ball quest statements from Smeth this entire time.
These
Don't
are not
fucking
easy
bullshit.
questions.
Do you have a question, or you just want to say that you think that I've hurt the credibility? Okay, you just said a bunch of shit that's not true. I haven't come forward with anything. I haven't said anything.
Yeah,
the only thing I've said is that
Destiny's an abuser.
the only things I've said. Well, Destiny forced me to say that. Do you agree with that?
No, he didn't. No.
Well,
Not at
Destiny
all. It
Destiny
actually
said,
would have you would have looked so much better if you actually Sigma chatted your way
Okay,
through it and just didn't
let's-
say anything.
Okay, do you agree that Destiny revealed that I am DMing people saying that I think he's abusive?
Yes.
Do you agree that for whatever reason I decided it was prudent to then publicly own that statement?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that I wouldn't have done that if he hadn't have done that?
Yes.
No, but that doesn't matter because your action
Okay.
was still impulsive.
Sure.
So,
Okay. I came forward with the information that he was sexting Anna. That is the only factual claim I've made.
God, this whole Anna sexting thing, he is like... Mrgirl needs to leave Anna alone. Anna is not mentally well. From the reports that I'm getting, she has been looping ever since she's gotten in touch with Mrgirl. He is taking advantage of a mentally ill woman. And it's sad to see. Destiny started, from what Destiny says, it's after they made up and he started sexting her again. Okay? When he talks about her being a stalker, etc., he talks about it in past tense because in the past she was stalking him. She could not stop talking about Destiny. It's what happened. But what's even more gross is Mrgirl. He is literally taking advantage of a woman with mental illness. And he does not care. Because all he wants to do is get to Destiny. No, I agree, Risk. I agree. I don't agree with Destiny doing that. I don't agree with Destiny doing that. But I really don't agree with what Mrgirl is doing with Anna. Oh, I agree, Tetra. He does. And yes, Dark Mage, he needs to drop the obsession. Hara's calling him Mr. Empathy. Yeah, she's legit, like Trey, she's legit mentally ill. She has talked about her mental illness before. And she has ever since she's gotten hooked up with Mrgirl. And when I say hooked up, I don't mean like lovers. But ever since that he's had her on the team to, get at Destiny, she's been looping on her streams. She's reverting back. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad to see. Mrgirl's literally taking advantage of her.
You've made claims that he's an abuser, and that specifically in his sexual relationships that he's abusive. I think
That's
what Will is
I don't think that's a
talking about.
factual claim. That's an interpretive claim.
The problem is
I'm saying the.
people
Well, I would like to just finish. I would just. I know. I would like to finish
Don't let
saying
him walk
that
all over you like that, Benny. Don't let him walk all over that.
the only.
I'll let him say what he says, but I'm gonna still ask my question when he's done saying.
Okay. The only factual claim I've made is that Destiny is still sexting Anna. That's what I said, right? That's the only thing that's that objectively can be true or not true.
Okay.
Right.
The problem is.
Do you agree? Wait, can I just
Yes, I
walk
do.
you through?
I said
Okay.
okay.
Oh, wait. I don't want to get.
Agree with Destiny or not, it wasn't anyone's knowledge till Max dropped it live and dipped out, throwing both Anna and Destiny under the bus. Yes, 100%, Hara. Yes. And the sad thing is Anna was fine in the sense of Destiny wasn't talking about Anna. You know, Destiny even said that she would loop every now and then, but him and his crew, wherever, they already knew. Leave her alone. She'll a day or two, she'll realize what happened and everything will be fine. But it's her looping is more now because of Mrgirl. You know? Yes, Trey. I don't care, Midna. I don't even know where she's at.
Double team. I'm still responding to Will.
I disagree.
Will-
Can you I would like you to elucidate through the interpretive claims that you think you've made that are different from your objective claims.
I said to Steven on stream, I think you're abusive to your orbiters. Do you remember me saying that?
Yes, peace.
Vaguely, because honestly,
do you,
I think that
do you,
this,
do you believe
yeah,
that's
sure,
the
yes.
kind of thing that I might say?
Yeah, sounds about right.
I was talking to Sansal, I think, and Steven at the same time, and Steven said, what you're describing sounds abusive. And I owned it. I was like, yeah, you know what? I think it is abusive. He's the first person to use that word, I think, in the situation. And I was like, you know what? I do think, yes, I will own that. I think you're being abusive. Yes. That's an interpretation. That's not a... that needs to be backed up by argument. But I think Steven is openly abusive. I think he's abusive to people in front of you and abusive to me in front of you. And I will be explaining why I think that in my article.
Exactly, Risk. Imagine taking advantage of a mentally ill girl and try to ruin a friend of yours just because he banned you from his subreddit. Destiny unironically took measure to ensure her health when he didn't have to. He banned any talk of her on a stream or Reddit, and he actually tried to protect her. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And that's when him and Mrgirl, when Mrgirl called in and said that about sexting Anna, Destiny was like, yeah, I called her a stalker as in past tense, that she stalked me. It was in past tense. Because Anna did. It was a big old thing for like, oh my God, how long did that Anna shit last? It was like a year, wasn't it? And everybody and their mama tried to intervene in it and like sit him down, try to talk about it. And then Anna would say, okay, I'm not going to talk about Destiny anymore. We're good. And then she would loop and then go on another string of videos or a string of streams about Destiny. And then somebody else would step in. Yeah, it was that shit lasted a long time. So, yeah.
I think that, I guess if we're just going to use this absolutely dumb fuck language, I think that your interpretations when you're streaming and you're a public figure, they're just as powerful as your objective statements that you might make. So I would just be careful of the interpretive statements that you make.
Whether they're powerful or not powerful, that doesn't change the fact that it's not an objective claim that needs to be backed up by evidence.
Yes,
it's a claim
Nikki,
of
that Dylan stream, oh my God.
in front of you, and I'm going to explain how.
That was probably
It's
the
like the same
most
thing with Dr.
entertaining
K.
one
I'm
out
saying
of all
Dr.
of them.
K harmed Byron. Dr. K was unethical towards Byron. People kept saying, like, well, where's the proof? I'm saying he's doing it in front of you. You just don't understand the dynamics of what's happening, and I'm going to make the case with a well thought out piece that explains how what's happening in front of you is bad. That's what I'm saying about Steven. If you combine that with secret sex...
And Mrgirl is using Lav too. Because let me tell you something about Lav, all right? Those of you who don't know who Lav Loon is, a.k.a. Femoid, a.k.a. Mrgirl's now daughter... Lav Loon would get on Destiny, right? And she would make a proclamation about something. This is her stance on this. And as soon as somebody gave her pushback, it would turn into something else. Or the next day, it would be a totally different stance. And she would always use her mental health. She hasn't been streaming long, and she's young as her reasons for having the stupid stance she originally had. Okay, so eventually people got over her shit, started telling her about herself. Well, eventually Destiny told her about herself. So Captain Save-A-Ho comes around, Mrgirl, realizes after many talks that he's had with Lav that he can manipulate her because she's very easily manipulated. And then all of a sudden now she's his fucking daughter. That's how his daughter is on his team. Her trigger is when people refer to her as insane or crazy, which are words Max keeps now using to trigger her looping, saying things like he called you crazy, etc. Exactly, Hara. Rich said, yeah, she always being 24 is an excuse. Always says, I'm mentally ill. I can't take any responsibility for anything I do as an excuse. Always says she's not used to online attention as an excuse. Yes. 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 That's what Lab Loon does. And eventually everybody told her about herself. And she fucking deserved it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, hearing that girl talk, sometimes she sounds like she's 12. And she sounds like she's never been told no in her life. And Mr. Girl realized that he could manipulate her.
Texting, I think it is sexually abusive. But again, this is happening in front of you. So I just want to clarify that when I made those claims, I'm making interpretive claims of like, I'm blowing the whistle. I think what he's doing is fucked up. And I want to talk about it and explain why I think that, which is what I'm going to do. You also said that I recklessly made a bunch of claims and came out with a bunch of things. I mean, the claim that he's abusive, I made kind of organically in a conversation with him where he put a name to it, and I was like, yeah, I do think you're abusive. And then the sexual, sorry, I feel like you get what I'm going to say. No, go ahead. I'm just repeating myself.
Do you feel like you're kind of being a bit of an anti-feminist infantilizing Anna like that? I mean, she theoretically should be able to
He is an anti-feminist. He's not a feminist. Anybody who thinks Mr. Girl is a feminist, you have knocked yourself on the fucking head. You explain to me how a man who clearly fucking hates women, who has been on record and said everything that he has said in his videos is really him, and he has said he hates women, explain to me how the fuck he's a feminist. I need somebody to explain to me how Mr. Girl is a fucking feminist. I'll wait. Because it ain't true. The man hates women. The man is scared of women. The man likes to verbally abuse women. How in the fuck is he a feminist? And anybody who says that Mr. Girl is a feminist, I'm here to tell you, you're dumb as fuck. And you need to go into the real world. Because this internet is not for you.
What's the stance on quiz statements, Benny? Are we allowing these?
We're moderating the panel. Just answer the.
As soon as I'm done with my questions,
Anna
as soon as I'm done with my questions, I'm going to moderate this so much fucking better. So if you let me get through it,
my questions are harder than your questions.
No, your questions are full.
Benny, are you going to let Benny? Are you going to let him throw shade at you?
You're making statements and then you're putting a question mark at the end, like a pussy.
Benny's
Just fucking say what you think.
Shitty. Yeah,
Hey.
I fucking did, and I asked a question afterwards. Okay, cool.
Yo, you said what you think in the form of a question to confuse him.
Pretty sure we're supposed to be interrogating Mr. Girl and not each other. If we can,
Yes,
Well, you're super
save
blown
this.
out, Drowsy.
Mr. Girl,
It's
Mr. Girl.
It's ear-splittingly crackly.
You know what? I think I would prefer Smith to get through all of his questions because I'm a bad moderator. Because
Not that bad. You're just.
well, I'm not doing anything because I have conflicting ideas. People have conflicting ideas on how the stream should run, and I don't really care how the stream gets run as long as it gets run in one type of way. So I'm gonna put my foot down and say Smith should get through his questions, and then other people can get to their questions afterwards.
Okay. Following my train that I was going down, I think this is a very important question. First, we were talking about empathy. Okay. If you are to find in your investigation information about Destiny that is very positive,
I just would like to say, and I mean this, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and preface it with saying that I'm probably wrong here, and I shouldn't do this, okay? And it's kind of an asshole thing to say. But, I'm perfect, so I'm allowed to make mistakes every now and then. But for the simple fact, being that these guys are his orbiters, I look at them sideways. I look at every single one of those guys sideways as fuck. I look at every single one of them sideways. Like, seriously. You bought into Mr. Girl's shit? Did you really? Even from the very beginning, you fell for his shit. I look at him sideways. I'm sorry. And I know I shouldn't do that because I'm the type of person I don't care who you watch. Which, if any of them came in here in this stream, I'm not going to tell them to leave or anything like that. But I don't give a shit who or what you watch when you're not watching me. I don't care. But I'm sorry. I have to look at people who watch Mr. Girl and think that he's such a brilliant fucking mind. I'm sorry. I have to look at them sideways. I have to. That's why I looked at Stardust sideways as hell for the longest time, because she fell for his shit while calling herself a feminist and him a feminist. And I'm like, what is wrong with you people? How do you not see this? I looked at Destiny sideways. I did. I was like, damn, Destiny, dude. The fuck are you doing? And the people who are defending him now, the people who are defending him, no. I don't think so, Moonhag. I don't think she was attracted to him in that way. I really don't. I don't think she was. But he eventually turned on her. He triggered her. And he knew how to do it. He found out how to do it. He manipulated her for the longest fucking time. And then he finally triggered her. He's a piece of shit. He's an absolute piece of shit. And anybody who can defend this man, I do not fucking understand.
Say you reach out to all these women and you learn some very good things about Destiny. Will those good things be part of your article that you're writing, or will you leave those things out and only put the bad things?
I don't think they'll be a focus of the article, but I'm not gonna not say anything good about him.
Okay.
Again, like I don't know.
Let me get past this guy talking, because this dude's getting on my nerves. We got anybody else talking?
And your train of thought. I have had people saying the same thing over and over to me, nonstop for 2 weeks. The reason I made the comparison is you said he gave you your whole career, and what I'm saying is, abuse is not a net good situation.
I mean, you should know it's not net good for your girlfriend, is it? Just saying.
So somebody can give you a career and be abusive to you. In fact, somebody giving you a career puts them in a much better position.
Did you see Erudite's stream with Cherry when they went in on Lab? It was amazing. Xylie worth a watch. Harlequin, do you have a way I can contact you? Like, do you have a Twitter or something like that? Because I'm just now stepping into this world, and it seems like you really know what's going on. And I saw in the comments when you were arguing, when you were fighting the good fight in the comment section, that you're in DGG and stuff. Yes, Discord, not Twitter. I'm trying to figure out how I can slyly get that to you. Is it under the same name? Yeah, Horror does have all the lore. Okay, hold on. I need a piece of paper. Okay, hold on. I'm like the notebook queen that couldn't find a piece of paper. Isn't that bad? Don't mind me. I'm a professional, people. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Hold on. That's why I closed the screen. The fuck is he doing over here? Oh, they must still be alive. Alright. No, I am not in Augie's Discord. Augie doesn't like me. Who else's Discord are you in? Okay. Let me move this screen over here, by the way. I knew not to fucking open it. All right. Nah, Augie doesn't care for me. He said it on his last stream. I try to be too much of an alpha female, he says. But yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. I don't hate the guy. And he didn't say he hated me. He said I'm probably nice, which I can be. Okay, I would have never guessed that. All right, hold on. God damn it. Hold on. I'll let my chat catch up. Okay, if you want to delete that, you can. All right, there you go. You can delete that, by the way, if you want. All right. You always got... Hell yeah, I always got Dave. But yeah, Augie said he doesn't really... But he did say that I'm probably nice. It's just, you know, it's a personality thing. It's not a big deal. Can't get along with everybody, you know what I mean?
Position to be abusive to you than if they didn't give you a career. If he hadn't given me a career, I probably would not have put up with his shit for a year. But I did, because he did give me a career. That is part of the power that I'm accusing him of abusing.
Okay,
is his ability to give people careers.
Okay, listen. I understand, yes, Mrgirl is correct. Destiny gave him a career. If you stop, isn't the adult thing to do is just walk away? Think about it. Isn't the adult thing to do, if you're tired of someone and they're getting on your goddamn nerves, isn't the adult thing to do is just to walk away? Walk away! Just walk away! What's wrong with that? Who's getting paid to watch me? I want some of that money. What? No, I'm just kidding. No, I was in the chat last night, Moonhag. It wasn't that bad. No. The chat wasn't that bad. And it was funny what Augie was saying, too. It was actually funny. I found it funny what he was saying. But why not just walk away? No, not walk away from all the money being handed to him, but walk away in the sense of, okay, I'm not getting along with Destiny anymore. I don't like how he's acting, etc., etc., etc. So I'm going to spend more time on my channel and doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Just walk away. I have friends that you would never know we got into a fight. You know why? Because I didn't tell anybody anything about us fighting, and you would have never known we got in that fight. Because I'm a fucking adult. I'm a fucking adult. I'm not going to do that stupid shit. I'm just not going to fuck with you anymore. Yes, risk. There you go. That's why he's not walking away. It's getting people to keep talking about him. Yes, because here we are. 100%.
I think this makes him uniquely suited to be abusive to people and make them feel confused and trapped in those abusive relationships. That's why I brought up Weinstein. Not to say that Destiny literally raped me.
He could never replace Destiny. He could never replace Destiny. And I'm going to tell you what, if he even attempts to try to replace Destiny, you will have assholes like me calling him out every fucking second. Not every day, though, because I'm not going to make my channel a Mrgirl hate channel, which I could. I technically could, but I will not do that. I will not do that. I will not become a Mr. Girl hate channel. I'll just be known for hating Mr. Girl.
But to say that if Weinstein were not Weinstein, and you were in his hotel room, you would just leave.
Nikki's like, sounds fun.
Yeah, see, the thing is that that's really the point that I'm trying to make, is that neither of these are analogous. You know, he gave you a career, but he didn't Weinstein you, and I don't think he abused you. And I think that even if you were to write an article,
you're losing
the only person that came forward with
you're
abuse.
losing, Will, you're losing track.
No, you're losing track of the question.
You're losing
I
track
said that
of what you're
no other
saying.
person.
You can't even
If there
remember
were no
what
other
you're
person
saying.
that came forward, if there were no other person that came forward, and you were the
I hear
only
you.
person that came forward to write
You're
your
saying,
article,
yes.
what exactly would be the form of abuse that Destiny did to you? He
I
gave
am
you a fucking career.
I'm coming forward
It's
as
been a net good for you.
I know. Do you understand that you are torching your own reputation right now?
Oh my god, it's gonna be you and President Sunday and Demon Mama and Poly People saying it all in the same week. Can you just answer the question? How were you abused by Destiny? Simple question. How were you abused by Destiny?
When someone says, I'm coming forward as an abuse victim, and you respond with, but he gave you a career, you would be nothing without him. It was a net good for you.
How were you abused by Destiny?
You sound
Okay, sir. Look, I'm sorry. That whole abuse victim shit. Listen, anybody knows who's been watching me long enough, if somebody calls them abuse victim, I'd like to find out how they were abused, okay? I am one of those people who will listen to abuse people. You know, I will listen to people's stories because I have literally been abused in my life. I've had a bad relationships before, okay? But I'm calling bullshit on this one. I'm calling bullshit on this one. I'm calling bullshit on this one. I'm sorry. I'm calling complete bullshit. I'm serious. I'm going to be real here. I'm calling bullshit. Because there's no fucking way I'm going to sit here and go rah for Mr. Girl when he has the audacity to say that he was emotionally abused, when that motherfucker still has videos up where he is literally emotionally and psychologically abusing his girlfriend. You can see him when he's talking to Brittany Simon and pretty much any other woman that talks to him and steps up to him and he realizes he can't get him, how angry he gets. You literally hear him say how he hates women. He literally says, you know what gaslighting is when a woman oh God, what'd he say? He goes, you know what gaslighting is? It's like when a woman doesn't agree with you or something like that. It's based on women. And you motherfuckers fell for the fact that he was a feminist? Yes, that's what he said. You're brainwashed. Yes. No, fuck him. Fuck you, and calling yourself an emotionally abused. Fuck you. I'd be damned. You're calling him the exact thing that you are. Fuck you.
insane.
How were you personally abused by Destiny? Please come forward and give us your story. You have the platform.
Yes,
You can
Default,
read about
you
it
are
in the
right.
article.
Fuck that, Mr. Girl.
Oh,
Fuck
wait.
you.
Wait.
Yeah,
Like,
when
how were you
someone-
abused
when
by
someone-
Destiny?
when-
Simple
when-
question. How were you abused by Destiny?
When someone says, I'm coming forward as an abuse victim, and you respond with, but he gave you a career, you would be nothing without him. It was a net good for
Girl,
you.
how were you abused by Destiny?
You sound insane.
No.
How were you personally abused by Destiny? Please come forward and give us your story. You have the platform.
You can read about it in my article.
Fuck that, Mr. Girl. Fuck you. You don't get to just do that. Like, you don't get to just say that someone...
You know what? Thank God I quit smoking. Because I'm going to be honest. I'd probably be halfway through the pack right now. Not going to lie. Just saying. I'd be through the fucking pack right now. This dude is fucking infuriating. He can't answer the question. That's why. He cannot answer the question. He needs time to articulate it in his small fucking brain onto fucking paper. He cannot tell you how Destiny abused him. He can't tell you. He has to articulate it on paper.
fucking abused you, and you don't get to just come out...
I'm gonna have to go to a video game with some guns after this. I'm telling you. I need to just go pew, pew, pew at things.
Be like, this person fucking abused me, and then you get to just like, you know, whittle this little fucking story on and on and on, and like, that's bullshit, dude. And you know it. Like, how would you feel if someone did that to you? No, fuck that. You'd be like, bro, give me the details ASAP.
Period.
That's ridiculous.
Yes. Yes.
How did Destiny abuse you?
How did he abuse you, Mr. Girl?
You can read about it in my article.
You're a bitch.
This is absolutely fucking brain dead. I'm done.
You're done. You're not just on this panel.
Does that mean I get to ask my next question?
Yes.
He's a bitch.
Mr. Earl, how do you define abuse? If you have a difference for this investigation and how you're using it, and how you would use it broadly.
Yeah, so there's a narrative that I use words in weird ways. I try to be pretty careful about how I use words, like pedophile and therapist. These definitions are really important to me. So when I use the word abuse, emotional abuse, workplace abuse, sexual misconduct, these are very carefully chosen words, and I don't want to define them right now. Because I don't want to buy into the idea that I'm using them in a weird way. I'm just literally just Google them, and that's the way I'm using them.
I would probably say the same when I'm talking to people about it, but could you at least give like a lower end threshold?
No.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter. The audience has been primed. Like, Steven barely believes emotional abuse exists, right? Like, when he talks about emotional abuse, he's like, well, whatever. You're the one who, like, you agreed to it. You agreed to it. You were consented. You said yes. Like, whatever. If you can't say it, fine. You can leave anytime you want. Like, that's a big part of his, like, ethos. Is like, what happens to you, what happens to me is our fault. If you don't like it, change your situation. Nobody's forcing you to be here, right? So, like, whatever my definition of abuse or the standard definition of abuse, emotional abuse is probably not going to land with these people.
Okay, Pi said Voss just confirmed on stream that Max reached out to him. Of course he reached out to Voss so that they could both confront their abuser. Voss said he left him on read and called him a freak. Let me tell you something. You know why somebody like Mrgirl is on the internet? I'm going to tell you why Mrgirl is on the internet. Because he couldn't make it in the real world. Mrgirl would not be able to make it in the real world, especially with the way he talks. He could not make it in the real world. Nope. And yes, that is very much. Voss talked about it in like 15 minutes ago. I'm going to have to watch the VOD on that one. But yeah, good. Voss W. Voss ain't going to get... No. Listen, Voss is not going to get involved with this. What is he going to go to? I bet you he reached out to Hassan. I bet you he tries to reach out to Hassan. What's up? I feel weird. Holy shit. Yeah, it's bad when Voss tells him to fuck off. Yeah, actually, yes. But remember, Voss was the one that kicked Mrgirl out of his stream because he had mentioned like 12-year-old panties or something like that, and Voss kicked him out. Oh, he can't with Hassan because of the Lav. Oh, Lav fucked that up for him. His daughter fucked that up for him. You're right. Holy shit. Oh my God. Well, good for you, Voss. Good for you. Voss W. 100%.
So splitting hairs over that is just puts me on the defensive of like, again, like I don't want to be, like I'm saying I'm an abuse victim. I don't want to be fucking interrogated by people being like, well, what do you mean by abuse?
You're not
like, read the fucking article.
You're using the term abuse victim as a fucking shield, dude. You're a piece of shit. You know, Nick Diorio is actually going to end up talking to Mrgirl. I think Bunk is setting up for Nick Diorio and Mrgirl to talk. So, you know I'll be covering that shit.
Article. No, I don't want to answer it.
Can I ask 2 questions? They might not be questions. They might just be statements. But I don't think it's appropriate for you to just say they just wouldn't get it. Like, they just don't understand. They just wouldn't get it. It's really dismissive.
Yes, I think that you guys are brainwashed. I think you're brainwashed.
Why? You don't even know what I think. I don't know why you're saying that I'm brainwashed. You don't even know what I think.
You asked me a question about Lav.
Okay.
You're brainwashed.
Because I asked you a question about Lav.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why I quit.
Do you
That's
not
the
see
You are
deal,
a
buddy.
dumb fuck,
not-
Mr. Girl.
do you
You
not
are a
see how
dumb
they're-
fuck.
Yes,
He's
this
done.
is this is
Yes, congratulations. One finally got to their senses and fucking left. Good for you, dude. Good for you, dude. He's like, you know what? I'm done. Good for him. Good for him.
Mr. Queeb. This is why you quit. You also quit because you're brainwashed. I'm glad you brought that up.
Do you not see how there are any?
I don't wanna say
similarities between- I don't even want to talk about left.
Do you not see how? Do you agree that if so quest statements? Those are quest statements,
Oh,
Benny.
shut up
think
with
they
that
really know
quest
what I was gonna say.
statement shit.
Do you not-
What the fuck? This whole quest statement shit is just dumb. I swear to God, if I see Bob7 gets a DM from Mr. Girl, I'm gonna die for. Oh my God. Yeah, I would have left a few minutes in too, Risk. Not gonna lie.
Not see.
What
is
was
a
I gonna
quest
say?
statement.
What was I gonna say?
It doesn't matter what comes after. Do you not see?
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because it feels like you actually genuinely don't understand that there could be similarities between you and Lav and Destiny and you.
I understand your train of thought. I have had people saying the same thing over and over to me,
Okay.
nonstop for 2 weeks, and they're all saying the same thing that you're saying. I do understand it.
If it looks like a duck, talks like a duck, walks like a duck, guess what it is? It's a motherfucking duck. Quack. Quack.
I'm saying you're brainwashed.
The purpose of an interrogation stream is for us to ask questions that we have, and also for us to ask questions that the general community has. So even if people have been asking you for weeks, there are a lot of people watching right now, and so when I ask you that question, I expect an answer, not for you to obfuscate and switch to something else or just reject the hypothetical. That's really lame, and that's really fucking stupid.
Okay.
And for you to just make me
Okay.
out to be some sort of brainwashed idiot is
All right.
disgusting.
All right, Benny.
I second that.
Okay. I'll answer your question.
Thank you.
Or I will own that I'm not answering it.
Oh,
Do you want,
What?
do you want instead of telling you that you're,
brainwashed.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't really have anything else to say. I just wanted to get
Wait,
that
do you
out.
want me to answer the question? What's the question?
I had two things to say. I forgot what the second thing was. You can answer the question about Leah if you want to, but you don't have to. I want Elder Drazi to finish his piece.
I feel that I'm in a fight about the framing of this, and by answering the
framing of what?
question, what's happening?
Okay.
I have to keep saying over and over again, I'm coming forward as an abuse victim. I'm reaching out to other potential
You're
abuse
not-
victims.
oh my
trying to
God,
find out
shut
who wants to
up.
come forward, who
You-
wants to say something.
You know what? It's people like him. It is people like him that just because they get their feelings hurt, they're all of a sudden an abuse victim. There's a difference between getting your feelings hurt and being an abuse victim. Okay? And this motherfucker is literally equating getting his feelings hurt versus being an abuse victim. And fuck him for that. Just because your little fifis got hurt, it doesn't mean you're a fucking abuse victim. Seriously. It's insulting. It is insulting as fuck, Taylor. And what about people who actually do get emotionally abused? People who actually do get psychologically abused? It's motherfuckers like him is the reason why people don't want to listen to people who actually get abused. Fuck this guy. Just because your fifis got hurt that a fucking subreddit didn't like your ass and you got banned from it, your fans got banned from it, just because of a fucking subreddit you got your fifis hurt and now you're on this fucking crusade to make someone look bad, but you're not being malicious because you're an abuse victim. Fuck off, dude. Fuck off. Fuck off. Pie. Hey, you're minimizing Max's experience. He's an abuse victim. You know what? I am minimizing his experience because he can fuck off. I sure as hell am. I'm minimizing his shit. Yes, I am. Why? Because he got his fifis hurt. He got his feelings hurt. Oh, poor baby. Fucking cry about it. Guess what? It's called life. You get your feelings hurt a lot in life. Are you an abuse victim every time you get your feelings hurt? No, you're not. Because people didn't want to put up with your bullshit anymore? Fuck off. You're not a goddamn abuse victim. Your feelings are hurt. That's all it is. And you're being a big ass baby back bitch over it. God damn. Oh, irritates the fuck out of me, dude.
Some people are reaching out to me, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to write this article.
Okay.
Maybe here's a question. Let's say
I'm trying to.
here's a question.
Wait. Let me fucking finish. Jesus Christ.
And you don't even listen. You're not. Did you just see the way he just said, let me fucking finish? That looked so goddamn fake.
I'm reaching out to
Like
other
he's trying to project more energy than what he's actually putting out.
potential abuse victims, trying to find out who
Well,
wants
watch
to come
this.
forward,
Watch.
who wants to
Watch
say
how he
something.
did it.
Some people are reaching out to me, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to write this article.
Okay.
Maybe here's a question. Let's say
I'm trying to.
here's a question.
Wait. Let me fucking finish. Jesus Christ.
You look like an 8-year-old.
Shut up. You get me? Benny does this whole thing where he's like, "You're disgusting. Be good faith." I'm like, okay, and
I
I
didn't say you were
try.
disgusting. I said that's
Alright, let's move
disgusting.
on.
Okay,
Answer the
fine.
question.
No,
You're
Benny, I'm disgusting. I am disgusting.
You are.
I agree that
You
what I
are.
did to you was shitty, and I'm trying to fix it. But in order to fix it,
Okay,
I need you
let's get
guys to
there.
shut the fuck up.
We're ready.
Shut up.
I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. Yes, he's a weak man trying to look tougher than he actually is. Yes, 100%, Austin. Yes.
The problem with answering your questions about Leah is that it accepts a smuggled in premise that Destiny and Leah are somehow need to be held accountable to the same degree by me. It completely ignores the power structures, which is the reason I'm writing the article, is the power structure. If Destiny were fucking book smarts, I wouldn't write it. If book smarts did the stuff that Destiny's doing, I wouldn't write an article about it. I wouldn't conduct a big investigation about it. I would just talk to him. So the power structure is the abuse. The abuse is the power structure. So when you try to switch it, when you say, well, what about Leah? You are swapping out the entire claim for a totally different situation where the basis of the claim isn't there.
Because you're actually manipulating that girl like you swear that Destiny did to you. You are literally manipulating her. You saw an opportunity and you took it. And then guess what's going to happen probably, I don't know, anywhere between 6 months to a year from now. Lav is going to come out and she's going to say that he was emotionally abusive to me. Guarantee it. I guarantee you 6 months to a year from now, Lav is going to come out and talk about how bad Mrgirl was. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Anna, probably sooner.
The problem is not that he is manipulative. The problem is not that he's dishonest. The problem is not that he's malicious. The problem is not that he's smearing me. That's not the problem. The problem is the abuse of power and the power structure. So that's why I don't want to answer that question, because it's smuggling in this totally not true defense that he is running and his community is running.
Yo, it's his channel and his subreddit. Who are you to tell someone how to run their channel and their subreddit? Just because the subreddit didn't like you and they banned you. That's what all this is about.
For himself.
Well, I don't think that that's a reason not to answer the question. I think that the answer that you gave is good enough for me. I think if anybody has an objection to it, it will just be along the basis of like you being a liar or you not knowing that you really just want to get back at Destiny. I thought that was a good answer. At least it offered up a distinction enough for me to say that there is a difference there.
That's an answer.
Warranted.
Okay.
So stop just not answering questions unless it's sensitive information.
Okay, I'll try.
if I was an abuse victim, like several leaked messages have come out of you messaging it.
Look who came crawling back.
So if you were messaging me, and let's say hypothetically I were an abuse victim, and then I asked you, wow, that's really interesting. How has Destiny abused you? Like maybe I would just be more comfortable if I could share my shit. Do you tell me how you were abused? What is it exactly that you send, people to ask you that question?
Good question.
What do I tell people who ask me how I was abused by Destiny?
Yeah. How do you gain their trust? What do you share with them?
The people whose trust I need to gain already think he's abusive, so they don't ask me that. They know what I'm talking about. Every person I talk to,
well,
either every person I
people
talk
that you're messaging, they assume that you're talking about something sexual, but clearly your abuse with Destiny wasn't sexual. So, what exactly was the abuse that you shared with them to try to get them?
What rabbit hole are we down? You're saying, do the people I talk to assume that Destiny sexually abused me? No, I don't think so. Because when I DM them and say I'm coming forward,
that's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. No, sir. No. That's not what he's saying.
Emotional abuse victim.
Don't let him get away with that.
Now there are some people who respond with what do you mean emotional abuse victim? What are you talking about? What did he do? I don't understand. Those aren't the people who I need to gain I don't need to gain the trust of those people, though. Those people don't have anything to say that they wouldn't say in public.
You're an emotional abuse victim.
In my chat, I have a related question, if you don't mind, Will, related to what you're talking about. Someone in my chat said he admitted to crying while talking to women he contacted. How is that okay for an investigation? Is that true?
Yeah. I've been pretty emotional about this.
Okay, I'm done. I've watched enough. Fuck him. I've watched enough. I do not give a fuck about you or your emotions or what you think is emotional abuse. I am done. I'm not watching the rest of this. Fuck that. I'm done. And yes, Zerka had it right. A nothing burger. I cannot do this any longer. We did an hour 35. I skipped about 30 minutes. So we did about an hour. I've done enough. I'm not doing it. Imagine getting a call from Mrgirl crying because you had a thing with Destiny. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Jessica, I like how I always come in at Xylie's breaking point. Lord have mercy. What's up, Ashers? Dude. He's so infuriating. Wait, he messaged who, Hara? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Bassie, I used to be a Mrgirl fan, but he's just too much. Oh, God, Bassie, I'm sorry. You fell for it at first. Well, hell hath no fury. You're gonna see him more because this shit ain't stopping anytime soon. What, is Trey asking for me to talk to him? Trey, why don't you just interview him? That would not be a good idea. I don't think it would be a good idea, me talking to him. If I talk to him, I would have to have a moderator. Oh, she's an Among Us player with Pokey and Saikuno. Okay, hold on. Let me see where you're at again. Kim Hafu. Huh. I probably do know who she is, but I probably didn't know her name. I don't know when this article is coming out. I can't wait to see when this article is coming out. No, the only way I could talk to Mrgirl is I'd have to have a moderator. I'd have to have somebody with a cooler head than me moderating it. Honestly. And I don't know how long I would be able to keep my cool. It would depend on the moderator whether they can keep him on subject or not. because he likes to talk in circles. And before you know it, you're on to something else without him answering the original question. So, I don't know. I don't think Nick is friends with Mrgirl. I think he's, what do you call it? Cordial. So, I don't know. All I know is Nick's talking to him through, with Bunk, someday. I don't know. It's supposed to happen soon. I don't know when. Watch the article be about something completely different, like the rainfall totals from year to year. Watch, yeah. A mediator and a priest. Oh, Amber Chick in no way could be a moderator for that talk, because I would have to hold Amber Chick back. There's no way Amber Chick and I are holding each other back on Mrgirl. There's no way. Head hang up within 5 minutes, but who knows, if he learned his lesson from Zerka, would be entertained to hear you drop Reality 2.0 on him. I would love to drop Reality 2.0 on him. I really would. Oh my God. Oh my God. And the sad thing is I would probably look stupid to that side of the internet, that political side, because I don't talk in that, I call it pseudo intellectual internet political bullshit. I don't talk like that. I talk like a mechanic. I talk like how I am. I talk like, you know, a real person. I don't do that intellectual shit. Chris, I don't think Chris wouldn't be the right moderator for that. Weird collar guy for 5. I'd be the priest. I'm not sure if I wouldn't just read Max for filth, though. Right, but most people speak human, not me. He doesn't speak human at all. And he really wouldn't like how human I would be to him. He really wouldn't. But also you would have to...
Xylie looked at chat.
But also you would have to make sure whoever moderated had the ability to mute people, because he would 100% try to talk over you. Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%. Yeah. I don't know. But, all right. Any questions or concerns about the horrible ass thing we watched? Imagine if he tries to bring Lav in as defense in a fight. That wouldn't be good for Lav. Yes, I saw him reacting to it. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I heard he was pretty cool about it. He was nice about it. I've had his fans coming over to my video, my live stream, and giving me hell about it. But, you know, hey, they like Papa Gut. I get it. I like Papa Gut. I don't hate Papa Gut. I mean, if I say I hate him, it's because I hate what he does, you know. No drama alert, definitely not. All right, Harlequin, you have a good night. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I don't know what time I'm streaming tomorrow, because we're supposed to be going to a company dinner tomorrow at 6. And we're going to a seafood restaurant. Excited about that. I love me some seafood. And I don't know what time I'm going live, but I am going live tomorrow because I want to go live every day until Christmas. So, thank you, Risk. I appreciate it. So I will talk to y'all later, and don't listen to what Drama Alert is saying in the chat. They're lying. Anyway, have a good night, y'all. And always remember, keep that shit real. Peace out.
In my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see.
Wait a minute, I ain't done yet. Ashers, what do you mean we stand Drama Alert? We don't stand Drama Alert around here. We don't stand anybody. What are you doing? All right, bye.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Invested in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss, don't forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.